Welcome back to Black Ice. This time we're going to continue the war with Germany. And I have a bit of a problem actually. I noticed while loading in that I've got a bunch of division organization penalties. I'm not sure what these are, but they appear to be, well, pretty short-term things. I'm not exactly sure as to what the fuck they are. My guess is that there's some new... There was probably a very small update to Black Ice that changed something in the Great Purge. Because obviously those look a little bit like Great Purge modifiers, with division organization going down and division speed going down and the likes. So I'm not completely sure as to what they are, but they're not good. So I want them gone as quickly as possible. Let's actually get this division. Take them out, because yeah, they're pretty easy. And we'll just continue down this way. Throughout the front, let me show you the situation in case you haven't seen it earlier. In the south, we have a bit of a pocket over here, working our way to destroy it. Is going to be pretty easy at this point. There's a lot of troops that are sort of almost being cut off, but we can't quite make it yet because they are pretty well defended in the flanks, but we'll get some way to defeat them. What is this? Okay. So apparently Japan is sinking my convoys. Okay, they're probably going to take Sakhalin over here. I'm not sure, is there anything here? No, okay. There's no factories and no resources, so I guess it's fine if they take it. We can just retake it later, once we are ready to face Japan. In the rear, we have a few divisions building up, a few reserves, and then in general, just a whole bunch of... Whoa. So there's a bunch of British divisions in Finland. Okay. Well, I don't plan to go to war with the Allies anytime soon, but yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind just in case they decide to do something weird. So let's continue the advance in the north. We have broken through a few of their forces, so we have a pretty easy pathway to, looks like northern Germany, which is going to be good. Yeah, okay. And try to flank around this one infantry division. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do to take out these guys, because they've got forests, so our armor will have a bit of a penalty attacking that. That's even if the armor decides to actually reinforce the front lines, which is not going to happen if that modifier doesn't go away soon. But taking this area is going to be very important. Oh, Poznan is actually completely free, so we can actually pretty much just encircle all these divisions in the north. Okay, so we're going to have our two motorized and armored divisions attack just to busy the enemy. We've got a division working its way up here in northern Germany. I don't want that to happen. Actually, I want these guys to attack them. Civilian works is going to give us some more consumer goods factories that we have to use, but then it's going to lead us to housing, which is going to increase our recruitable population, which is what I'm going for in that regard. Still got planes that don't have any missions. Which ones these looks like? We can move them forward at this airfield and get them working on northern Balkans. We've made a little bit of a breakthrough over here, that's great. Okay. Oh, that's very unfortunate. The Germans are bringing in their light armored to bring us pain, but oh well. So there's a militia division in Rostock, but we managed to defeat them. That's going to be pretty easy. Don't want the troops to actually get assigned there, so I'm going to take it really quickly and then yeah, do other stuff. So we can probably attempt the encirclement over here. We've got our armored coming in. And then I'm gonna have my infantry division try to secure the flank as quickly as possible. Don't want them to be able to escape. We've got this one armored division. We're gonna take an airfield over here. Okay, good. So we've managed to capture the city Poznan, and now we're going to try to encircle the enemy. Okay, so we've got this one division trying to break out. I'm gonna try to make them stop, because they don't like that. And then I'm gonna go for Berlin, actually, since it's pretty free for the taking, it looks like. And up here in the north, I'll have my other armored division, the 7th Mechanized Corps, just continue to advance in the north, just causing havoc along the German rear. We've also got a couple of infantry divisions coming up, which is going to be good. They've managed to surround my 11th Mechanized Corps, which is annoying. Let's try to rescue them from the south. It's not going to work out too well because all these divisions are being strategically redeployed, so yeah, they're going to take a while to actually get there. So we're going to get the Berlin captured. That's great. Even if they surround us, that's fine, honestly. We're going to get the armored division over here. Okay, so there goes the fall of Berlin. And that's going to be good to reduce their, obviously, national unity, but really, we aren't going to be able to do much about German capitulation, at least for a while, because they are still quite heavy in terms of the morale, so we can't really get them to surrender quite so quickly. Over here, we've got a bit of a problem, actually. Just the fact that we need to get this province under our control. We just need to establish a front line, really. And these guys looks like they're gonna get killed. Good. Let's get these guys to try to flank from the south. Meanwhile, our infantry divisions are gonna garrison the area, along with the militia from Xinjiang. And then let's get these guys trying to make an advance towards Berlin. I'm trying to get across as many rivers as possible, as quickly as possible, to avoid the Germans being able to use that to their advantage. We're starting to lose those bad modifiers, which is great. We've neglected the south a little bit, but that's fine, because we don't really have as much force concentration in the south to actually do much. Looks like we were able to eliminate that salient over here that the Hungarians had, and now we can actually make some pushes in central Hungary, which is great. Let's get these guys working as quickly as possible. More convoy battles. We're actually losing some convoys, so let's... Where are our convoys going? Oh, okay, so they're going over here, and that's why they're being raided by the German submarines, but the British have that area of sea probably under pretty tight control, which is going to be good. Well, it's not going to be that good once we go to war with the British, but still. So our tanks in Berlin are still... Wait, is the name of that division really 1st Tank Corps 1940? Oh, that's really annoying. They're still holding out because of the city modifier, probably to defense. Where's terrain? Yeah, plus 10% terrain. This guy Kepler. Oh, Waffen-SS. Okay. I guess. I haven't even heard of the guy Kepler. Guess he must have been a good general? I don't know. How about we... I don't know, okay. Seems fine. Oh boy, I actually saw something pretty worrying. Okay, never mind. It's this one. I don't like that though, because they're really reinforcing this area pretty quickly, and I don't like that because I obviously want as stable of a front line as possible so that I can rescue my troops in Berlin. I mean, they are going to be supplied by the city's factories, so at least we don't have to worry about that being an issue. So Tukhachevsky down here, his plan is really not going, so I'm gonna activate him again. We're gonna take Budapest, because there's only one Hungarian division protecting it. It's gonna be a pretty good thing for us. Let's actually get the light armor, a little bit of micromanagement love. Let's come up from behind the Germans and try to go for Bratislava. And there's Krakow actually completely wide open, so let's use our cavalry divisions and militias to take it. This one infantry division is protecting the flanks of this one German panzer division, so if we can take them out and encircle that panzer free, it's going to be great. Then let's move in our tanks in the north, along with our infantry. We're still making some good advances towards Berlin to relieve our forces. It's going to be great. I see an opportunity over here, but I don't think it's going gonna be that great. Let's try anyway. So it looks like a few of their forces have managed to make some advances in the north, but still, our troops are pretty ready to repulse them at all turns. That's good. We're still trying to make attacks, but unfortunately our combat width in these areas is pretty bad, so essentially our number superiority isn't really meaning much. Okay, so we may try to do something over here. There is one infantry division and one in reserve, which is pretty much battered. Okay, good. So we're going to be able to get a crossing over the Oder, and once we get that, I'm going to, as quickly as possible, advance some forces back to Berlin. So there goes Hungary from our quick advance in the south. That's pretty great. They've capitulated to Romania, which is fine, honestly. Doesn't really matter who they capitulate to, because Hungary doesn't really hold anything that I really care about, so they can go to our ally if they want. Over here we have a bit of an issue, which is the fact that we need to advance as quickly as possible so that we can make the front a little bit less awkward. As you can see, it's very much jutting out into northern Germany, which is not what I want. I want a pretty cohesive front. Again, because we have a number superiority, I want our advantage in that regard to be applicable, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to be looking to straighten out the front as quickly as possible, getting our troops from the north to the south, and trying to cut off, in the meantime, cutting off a few forces that are in the center, because the Germans have a lot of troops over here in the center, but... Oh, okay, so we've managed to actually cut off that one Panzer division. That's great. Let's try to... we can't really get across the river. They've got a little bit too many forces. We can try an attack on Krakow's western suburb, I guess you can call it, because it still shows the city in the map. It's going to be actually surprisingly successful because our troops are getting a lot of bonuses from commander skill, obviously because we have a level 5 leader with awesome general, and then the planning bonus. So our troops are actually getting some pretty huge bonuses, which is great. And then we're going to be able to use that to outflank the Germans from the north. Let's try to get across the river. It might actually be... Well, yeah, it's a really shitty infantry division, and also it's planes, so our armor will be able to easily punch through. We're having a bit of problems in Berlin, which is annoying. So what is our armor doing? Nothing. Let's attack from the flanks to actually help out over here, because attacking from the flanks, what it does is it essentially gives them a modifier that obviously gives them a penalty because they're being attacked from multiple directions. Fortunately, it looks like this one mechanized corps is taking a lot of beating, so they're not going to be able to actually get there in time, and their organization will run out, which is unfortunate. Let's try to get as much territory as possible. In the meantime, the north, they have a little bit thinner defenses. Let's try to get across that river, and perhaps this one armored division can also do some nice work in that regard. Along with these guys, hopefully they should try to get this one infantry division to fuck off, kindly, because they've been out there just annoying our guys forever, so I want them gone as quickly as possible. Our research city is going to give us some nuclear research bonuses, but we're not going to use them for a while. Let's get the rocketry. I really want to go for the closed city network, because obviously that's going to be great for a extra research slot, which is what we want. Okay, so it looks like our infantry divisions have been stopped in their advance towards Berlin, which is a bit of a problem. Let's try to renew the attack. Where are our airfields? Okay, so we've got some airplanes still very far west, or rather east, which is not what I want to see. I want a lot of planes near the fight. And then, so these guys are coming from Kaunas in Lithuania. Let's get the guys from Lvov to come in Mecklenburg, and then they can also do attacks in west or eastern Germany. And then we need more fighters. Where can we get more fighters? Probably Bialystok. Okay, let's get them to Pomerania. and then once they're in Pomerania, let's order them to attack Eastern Germany, along with a lot of close air supports. Is hopefully going to help our ground troops a little bit more. So it looks like here they've managed to reinforce the area with a couple of SS regiments, but they're only regiments, are actually one SS infantry division and one SS regiment, so they're going to be a little bit tougher in the defense, but that's fine. I want to busy them as much as possible. We have managed to secure Krakow, and then in Hungary we have a little bit of a issue with... Wait, what? Oh, Soviet Union, okay, good. We have a little bit of an issue. Let's actually get our troops over here and edit the front line, because obviously they weren't really... And actually, I'm gonna also stop the plan, because I severely dislike our troops suiciding. In the north, they have to, Zhukov just has to continue with the plan, because obviously I need to keep up the pressure against the Germans as much as possible. Our troops still hold Berlin, but unfortunately they've been under siege for quite a while, and from all sides we're trying to relieve them, but really we're having a bit of problems. Of course, attacks in the south are going to help quite a bit. This is a pretty bad infantry division, so we're going to be able to punch through it pretty easily. Looks like something is in low supply. Okay, Pomerania, that's fine. That's because we've got a little bit of a salient going on over here, and so it's going to be pretty hard for our troops to get supplies through this very bottlenecky area. Actually, I really wish I had the control of this province so I could attack this enemy unit from two sides, but unfortunately that doesn't look to be the case. So let's try again in the south. There's only a regiment and a couple of infantry, motorized infantry regiments, so we're going to be able to punch through them pretty easily and reach our troops in Berlin. So I'm going to send the infantry to garrison the city, and then I'm going to send the armor on a hunt. Actually, once they are garrisoned, I will send them out, because I'm really scared that they will snipe the city while our infantry are actually continuing to move in, which would not be very fun. Oh, I just fucked up. Can I... Okay, good. Oh, really? That's a retreat. Okay, I guess they were being attacked. This one panzer division over here, that's very vulnerable. If I can take it out, especially from two flanks, we're going to have this one infantry division surrounded. It's going to be great. We've got a little bit of a problem over here. I hope these guys won't get overrun. Doesn't look like it. Good. Let's get them to Berlin as quickly as possible, because infantry is going to be able to hold the city much better than our armored. Looks like the Japanese have managed to make another landing in the south of Korea. However, if the Chinese can hold Busan, they won't have a port, so that's going to be pretty much their death if they stay there. Still, would be nice to actually... these guys are actually not strategically redeploying, which is very annoying. These two cavalry divisions are also not assigned to the plan, which is kind of annoying. Let's get them assigned. How did this light infantry division get assigned to the mechanized army? I have no idea. Send them back to the infantry. We're having a bit of problems over here, but we can... Wow, 1,000 attack. That's ridiculous. But I guess that's fine. There's actually a German militia over here. Actually, no, an Italian militia. We can pretty easily punch through it, and with our armored division over here, we can probably make for Hamburg or Kiel, and then maybe surround, maybe do something to the Germans. I don't know. So we've managed to take Berlin, or rather secure Berlin. We're doing some work against the Germans. These guys are about to go down. The Xinjiang infantry that is attacking is obviously not that great of a quality infantry, but I guess we can deal with that right now. Let's try to make some supporting attacks over here. I'm not sure about the combat width. That's plenty for pretty much all the divisions that are around here, so it's going to be good. If we can surround these divisions in the north, that's going to be great. Also, they have managed to, unfortunately secure their flanks and escape the trap that we were setting up for them. So let's get our troops that are attacking out of there and attack instead this province. Along with our infantry, they will attack this one Panzer Division, which is very low on strength. Yep, pretty much 60%. Again, the AI's production efficiency is coming into play. It's pretty great. Let's send our infantry to Berlin just as a just in case measure, and then we can probably take out these guys finally. That's a lot of divisions actually. 2 Panzer divisions, 4 infantry divisions, and 1 motorized SS division. That's pretty good. I like that. Ooh, looks like in the north we have a bit of a breakthrough, and we can probably push onto Hamburg with our armored as soon as they stop attacking us, which is very annoying. Okay, good. We can push onto the port, and then we'll send in the infantry division to secure the area, while our armored will come in and surround this infantry division from Kiel. These infantry, they will stop attacking there, which is not what I would want to see. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Let's get them over here. Good. We have a bit of a breakthrough coming in the south as well. We're going to try to grab Magdeburg. And then our mechanized army, actually, I will give them another battle plan, because the one they're currently using has been almost completed, and so I'll select them and give them a new plan to enact. So we're gonna take Kiel, that's good. Actually, Denmark is still independent, but they have the same color as they have the same color as Germany, which is extremely annoying. But it looks like Denmark is being invaded as we speak by the Germans, which is a bit of a problem. Of course, we're going to be chasing the Germans back from the south, which is obviously pretty good for us. So once we actually... okay. So once we manage to come in from the back, then we'll be able to do some pretty good damage to them. Let's research the Katyusha, because even though it's still early on, it's going to be fun to actually use that, because it's going to give us a lot of soft attack on our divisions, as rocket artillery does tend to do. We can make an attack over here against these 2 infantry divisions, because they're very low on organization. And actually, this one SS division is also very low on organization. Dresden looks like it's almost going to be ready to be attacked. This 1 infantry division is going to be surrounded by our infantry coming from 2 flanks. We have managed to surround this 1 German infantry division. Not sure exactly how, but I guess the AI knows. The AI knows, the AI doesn't care. That's fine for me. In the south, they have, again, thinned out their troops, so let's get launched to Hachevsky and then attack again. They're going to be pretty close to taking Vienna and also Graz, so all of Austria will soon be our. And then the cavalry can actually make a dash for Munich, probably. So we've got some free dockyards. I guess let's put in production a heavy cruiser line. I mean, our heavy cruisers are pretty bad. There's only level 1 heavy cruisers. So let's, I guess, just continue the production of submarines. Naval research is obviously going to be very important later on, because once we're going to attack the British and the Americans, naval things are going to be very important. Also with the Japanese. The Japanese being in the Axis, naval is obviously going to be pretty important to have. Let's get them to deploy to the Far East submarine fleet. Looks like this 1 infantry division is pretty well fucked, and we'll attack them from all flanks. And I guess that's it for today, so I will see you later with some more Black Ice, and I'll see you then.